promotional content. Just had to clear my throat there.
Oh my God, I hate it.
What's going on? We are here with another review of some whiskey. So before we get into it, who are we drinking with? We got Ryan.
Some whiskey.
Yeah. I got a little excited.
Yeah. Southern gentleman Ryan.
Yeah. We got Rick.
Evidently Dragon Ball Z, Rick. I don't even know what's going on there.
And you got me, Austin. And boys, what are we drinking today?
We are drinking a Jim Beam product.
That was the opposite energy that I had. And I feel like you brought the tone down.
I am trying to bring it down from you screaming.
Hold on, let me check my heartbeat real fast. Yeah, I'm going to like 170, so I think you got to pick it up a bit. All right, the folks they're worried about us. They think I'm going to have a heart attack.
Well, yeah, we're worried about you here too, Austin.
All right.
No, we've got a Bookers, the Storyteller batch. I think it says 2023, 24. I think it's the last of the four for 2023.
04. It's the fourth
one of 2023. Yes.
2023.
Yep. And so it is sort of coming in hot in regards to the proof is 127.8. I think this particular one is 7 years, 2 months. And the unique thing about, not that it's unique, but I do like their transparency. They talk about, they give the percentages. I'm not going to bore you, but basically they've got percentages of 4 different warehouses. You know what this blend comes from,
floor.
And it is 5th and 6th floor from warehouse Z, H, G, and 3. Like that's going to mean a lot.
They went to
anybody.
a numerical system. How many warehouses do they have?
I don't know.
That's
a lot. It's Jim Beam, so
yeah, probably a lot.
They do some down, but some up high, which does honestly make a difference. So we do like Bookers. We're fans of Jim Beam Distillery. They do a lot of good stuff. The Bookers, of course, I don't need to tell you, lately has gotten, just keep sort of creeping up the price creep or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm sort of excited about this one at 127.8. I honestly didn't read anything about it. So
how much did you pay?
I think honestly, I got this one for like $80 or $90 or $85 or something. I think that's why I picked it up.
Just
because it's usually 100, 120 or
which is a lot for bourbon, in my opinion.
Unless it's fantastic. The little book
chapter 7,
was
chapter 7.
That was expensive, and that was amazing.
That was very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, right on the nose, I get hay.
I could
like straw.
Yeah. It starts to get a little sweet, but then it goes more into the hay. It's not like funk. It's not farm funk, but it's
not
hay.
quite that strong.
It's grassy. It's a little earthy.
It's soft funk.
Yeah.
My favorite style of music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Soft funk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wows are a little toned down.
Yeah. It's Seinfeld, but turned down.
I was going to say, so it's not Seinfeld.
It's a little less.
Funk.
It's a little less like Owen Wilson. A little less wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Got it.
But it's hey.
Oh yeah.
What?
Like hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Hey
how
there,
are you?
Delilah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I think
I'll
do it.
Acoustic guitar.
They are holding me back, guys.
You're gonna get your
I'm
acoustic.
ready to explode on this one, and they are stopping me. I think it's a pleasant nose. It's not blowing me away.
It seems dense.
Yeah.
I want a little bit more. Like, give me some sort of fruit, citrusy something.
I think a drop of water would do something into this a lot on the nose. Actually, I'm gonna taste it before that, but
I want like a.
it's also 120.
27.8.
27.
127.8.
It's not burning, so. I mean, it's good on the nose for sure. Okay. Yeah.
You get that proof on the palate. Woo!
But in a sophisticated way.
I would, yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's not.
Because the richness kicks in way in the back of the throat, the richness.
Yeah. All right.
I definitely get cinnamon big time, cinnamon and maybe barrel spice big time.
This profile is how you started the podcast.
Exactly.
It's like all the way turned up.
Yeah.
I'm like,
These go
God.
to 11.
Yeah,
Wow.
this does go to 11. This is crazy.
It's even taking me to like a macadamia nut cookie almost on the sweetness, but then it just turns into this spicy, proofy cinnamon something.
Yeah. The spice.
What's
for
the
sure.
what's the nut in macadamia nut cookies?
Macadamia?
Guys, we figured it out. We solved the mystery.
What, did he just? I thought he was punking us. It's like, what's the nut in macadamia nut cookies? I don't know, but I know
it's actually
that,
the cookie
I know
nut.
the
You know
nut.
what's
I
funny
know
is
the
I've
nut
never
at this
called them
table.
macadamia nut cookies. I've just called them macadamia
Macadamia
cookies.
cookies. Okay.
I actually really like macadamia.
Yeah.
nuts.
Oh, absolutely.
They're good.
Wow.
So for me, I get there's definitely some proof.
We're
and-
just blowing right past it. We're just
What,
gonna
the-
we're gonna let that slide
Let's
for
just-
you.
well, the macadamia. I'm trying to cover for him because he didn't know that a macadamia
okay.
nut cookie had macadamia nuts in them. I'm trying to like cover.
Yeah, I came in with adrenaline, not brain cells today. So
Yeah, yeah.
What's in a
I
peanut
like
butter cookie? Oh.
Cookies.
Wow.
Anyway, what were you saying? Go ahead, cover for him.
Macadamia nut. It tastes like a macadamia. No, it's like I get the halfway through the palate or whatever. I definitely get fairly intense cinnamon. So some baking spices and barrel spice. But then way back, I'm getting like creme brulee. Like it really mellows out nicely and richly with maybe a little macadamia nut. I'm not sure, but to me, creme brulee. I'm talking way, in the throat, even past the mouth feel. It just is a nice, pleasant,
Yeah.
mellowing creme brulee is what I want to say.
This honestly, drinking this, it's kind of bamboozling me because there's so much. There's so many different notes happening simultaneously, and they're all cranked way up that I feel like I'm just getting like a flurry of slaps in the face.
yeah, this is making me think it's just comes down to cookies and cream to me.
But
Really?
To me, the creme.
Oh, so
maybe
interesting.
a little bit of a difference, but it's still given though for me.
Yeah.
Like early on, it is cranked up to 11 with the cinnamon spice and barrel spice.
It's got a
But
lot.
I'm still feeling the last sip, and it's creme brulee. You're saying cookies and cream. I'm going really mellowing creme brulee, and just it's still given. It's sort of crazy.
Yeah, it's like the aftertaste mouthfeel of Hershey's cookies and cream, which I haven't had in a long time, but it's the memory that is bringing it back.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This is wild.
Well, even Jim Beam says try a splash of water in it.
Which makes sense. I mean, this is very, very dense and intense, which is the name of my new album.
Yeah.
Dense and intense.
Yeah.
So what do we got going here, Rick? This is
Sorry, I might have watered you a little too much.
that's all right.
It's just Kentucky limestone water,
Whoa.
and it's
This isn't just normal water.
and it's
So
no.
this is out of our tap over there?
Yeah.
Yes, no. Might be out of somebody's tap in Kentucky. I'm not sure, but in theory, and I've never tasted it. Done
Whoa.
a taste test with. Wow, that changed the nose.
Yeah, it did.
That
Wow.
changed the nose.
Yeah. That's wild.
Actually changed it to how I wanted it.
Well, there you go. I'm not gonna lie. At least they were on it right. One thing I do like about Bookers is they have this sort of marketing story and stuff, but on the back is pretty transparent stuff, and it does say touch of water.
That brightens it up so much.
Well, butter my biscuits and dip me in honey. Woo. Okay. With that, whatever ratio is in here of some of that water, which I don't know if
Mm.
the Kentucky water makes all the
Oh my
difference
gosh.
or just having some water, but
A little bit of limestone.
it tamps down just how intense it is by a little bit, and I think it really opens up.
Interesting. This is
Mm.
this is much better with water. And I don't say that too often with a whiskey. This
Yeah,
is like
you're a proof hound.
yeah, this is So much better. It was good before, but much more complex. Something that is much more approachable, but still complex.
It's opening it up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it just keeps.
It starts introducing a little more of like a floral component. The sweetness actually is tamed a little bit. And the spice, like you still get some of that wood spice, but it's not as in your face. But the sweetness, I think, is the biggest change. The sweetness kind of coming down a little bit gives more of that floral herbal quality that comes through, which I like.
This to me, I'm just gonna say it. I really enjoy this, but it is certainly not a beginner whiskey, even remotely. It is a wild ride and experience. The water does mute it down a little bit, but it opens up other complexities. But the finish for me, all the way in the throat, just keeps giving really nice, caramely creme brulee, just mellow. After that spice and wood spice hit.
Yeah. To me, so I have a few whiskeys where if you put it all over your palate, and especially on the sides of your tongue, this one makes me salivate. Like I am actively, my mouth is watering.
Yeah, it's good. This is a thumbs up.
Booker's, Jim Beam, Booker's is good. They know what they're doing. So it's not always worth $100 for sure. I wouldn't buy 4 of these a year probably, but
and this wouldn't be something that's like coming home from work, I'm going to pour me something.
No,
I'm not going to grab this.
It's not
this
relaxing.
This is going to be a unique, unique sort of experience. Like a friend comes over. I want you, that drinks whiskey. I want you to try this. What do you think?
I'm going to mess your day up.
Yeah.
I like it, but again, it would not be a daily sipper or anything like that. It's sort of a crazy experience, but very good.
Whew. Yeah,
and it sits on your tongue. It sits there.
Oh, it sits there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm still even getting a burn.
Yeah, no, it's the old Kentucky hug is for sure there,
but it's not. It's on my tongue. It's a very acidic, but in a pleasant way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's that proof that just sits there.
And again, fairly high up in warehouses. So at 7 years, so that's the youngest that's
but
in
hottest.
Here. So yeah, exactly. It's gonna, and it sort of shows. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's like cranked up to 11. What we will have to do sometime is just compare with whatever whiskey that we put some water in, just tap water or whatever, versus some limestone water. Because it's said that if you're using the water that basically the whiskey was made from, in this case, Kentucky limestone water, that it actually benefits.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's like if you use wine in cooking a meal and you drink that wine when you're eating the meal, it goes hand in hand.
But water does open this up. I would recommend.
Yes.
I would recommend this with a couple drops of water for sure.
Agreed.
I think it's necessary.
Yes.
I mean, it is good without, but it is a little too much without, and we're not shy to proof.
No,
at all.
Yeah, this is one of those bottles. It's expensive. It's not for the faint of heart when it comes to bourbon. If you are looking for something that's going to blow you away and blow some of your friends away, I mean, you're paying for it, but damn.
I'm super glad I picked it up.
Yeah.
Seriously.
This is for the snobs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So if you're a snob, join us.
Cheers. Brian, take us away.
All right, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, please. Hit the bell. Get some notifications because we do put this out every week. We're here for you. So we need you to be there for us.
We're a family.
We're a family here at this company. Toodaloo.